My name is Islam, and today I'm going to present about chapter 6, which is understanding the management process. So here are our main agenda, the four main topics that we will cover today: the four functions of management, kind of managers, key skills of successful manager, and styles of leadership. Now, before starting with our main agenda, what is management? And we must know, understand what is management and what its main resources. What is management? Management is the process of coordinating people and other resources to meet organization goal. So basically, as you can see in the image that I've inserted, that people are like puzzles in an organization. We need management in order to make them work together properly and achieve the company's organization's goal. This is not applied only to people, but also other resources that we are going to see in the next slide. The four main resources of management: human resource. As we have seen at the previous slide, is people, the individual that are included involved in an organization, including employees, managers. Financial resources, all financial assets in an organization, including capital funding. Material resources, this refers to physical and tangible resources in an organization, including raw materials, inventory, and etc. Information resources, as we see at the term itself, information. This clarifies and simplifies to us that it's all information used in an organization, including data, knowledge, and many more. Here we are at our first main agenda, function of management. Basic function of management. There are four basic function of management that shall be gone through an organization as a process, step by step. This is also called as management process. First function is planning, followed by organizing, then leading and motivating, and last but not least, controlling. This function helps in achieving organization goal. Planning. Planning is just establishing organization goal and also deciding on how to accomplish those goals. Now, before going on how to achieve this goal, we must see the three specific terms: goal, an end result of goals from 1 to 10 years. Objective is a specific statement on how to achieve this goal of a short period of time. Strategic goal are the major goal, are the biggest goal of an organization. How are we going to achieve this goal? Here is the answer: by SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis. So what is SWOT analysis? Identification and evaluation of firm strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. If you want, you must ask yourself four questions in SWOT analysis. First is, what is your strength? What are your weaknesses? What opportunities do you see? And lastly, what threats might affect you? Core competencies, approaches and processes that a company performs well that may give it an advantage over its competitors. So it's relatable to USB. Types of plan. Types of plan. Before knowing the types of plan, we must see the definition of plan. A plan is an outline of an action by which an organization intends to accomplish its goals and objectives. There are four types of plan, starting by strategic plan. This is the broadest plan, and it's the setting of broad, long-range goals by top managers. Followed by tactical plan. This is the identification of specific short-range objective by lower-level manager. It is the small-scale plan that filters right into the strategic plan. Operational plan. Operational plan is the setting of work standard and schedule. This implements to tactical plan. And the last-ditch effort is the contingency planning. It's the backup plan in case primary plan failed. Organizing. Organizing is the second function where we are organizing all resources by grouping of resource and activities to accomplish some end results in an efficient and effective manner. Leadership and motivating. There are two leadership and motivation. Leading and motivating are two different things. Leading is the process of influencing people toward a goal, whereby motivating is the process of providing reasons for people to work in the best interest of an organization. So combining the process and the ability of both leading and motivating is known as directing. Controlling. Controlling is our final function, which is the process whereby we set those comparable standard of goals and we measure and compare it. If there is any problem, then we correct it. This is simply what is meant by controlling. Kinds of manager. We start by seeing the level of management. As you can see, there is a pyramid over here. This illustrates to us that the top level, the top section is top manager, the medium section is middle manager, and the last section, the lowest section, is first line manager. It doesn't only illustrate to us this, but it also shows us that it's narrow at the top, and the more it goes down, the more wide it becomes. What does it mean? It means that in an organization there is fewer top managers, and then a little bit few middle managers, but many first line managers compared to the top and middle managers. We start by looking at top level managers. As we saw at the previous slide, this is the highest level in our organization. Most of the times, their responsibility is setting a long-term goal, developing strategies, and making decisions that affect the entire organization. Example is CEO, president, and etc. Middle-level manager. What is middle-level manager? Middle level manager is higher than the frontline management but lower than the top level management. It acts like a bridge between them. They implement the strategic plan by top manager and manage specific departments on term. Example are department head, branch managers, and division managers, and etc. First line manager. What is a first line manager? First line manager is often who you report to or where your job in management may be. They manage regular employees and make sure that it has that tasks are completely efficient. Example are supervisor, team leader, office, and manager. Areas of management specialization. Financial manager. Financial manager, a manager who is primarily responsible for organization financial resources. Operation manager. Operation manager, a manager who manages the system that converts resources into goods and services. Marketing manager, a manager who is responsible for facilitating the exchange of products between an organization and its customer or clients. Human resource manager, a person who charged with managing an organization human resource program. Administrative manager or general manager, a manager who is not associated with any specific function area but who provide overall administrative guidance and leadership. Here we are in key skills of successful manager. There are 5 skills of successful manager, which are conceptual skill, the ability to think in abstract terms, allow a manager to see a big picture and understand how the various parts of an organization or idea can fit together. Analytic skills, the ability to identify problem correctly, generate reasonable an alternative, and select best answer to solve problem. Interpersonal skill, the ability to deal effectively with other people. Technical skill, specific skills needed to accomplish a specialized activity. Communication skill is the ability to speak, listen, and write effectively. Leadership. As we have seen in the previous slide, leadership is simply meant by the ability to influence others. By the way, there is a difference between leading and managing. You can be a great manager but a bad leader. And so you have to have some influential things to accomplish both. Great manager and great leader. There is 2 types of leadership, formal and informal. The major difference is formal leader has an authority within an organization to influence others to work toward an organization objective, while informal leader does not. Here are the styles of leadership. Autocratic leadership, participatory leadership, laissez-faire leadership, transformational leadership, and transaction leadership, and last but not least, charismatic leadership. What is an autocratic leadership? This is a strict decision made by the leader only. So the leader makes decision alone without input from others. They must follow the instructions strictly. What's the advantages of this format is the decision making is so quick and clear direction. The disadvantage is limited creativity and demotivated employees. Participative or democratic leadership. This is basically the opposite of autocratic leadership, whereby it's encouraging members to share their ideas and participate in decision making. What's the advantage? It increases motivation and fosters creativity, but its disadvantage is opposite of autocratic, and the advantage of autocratic, which is decision making can be slow. Next, laissez-faire leadership. Hands-off approach, allowing employees to make most decisions, works well with highly skilled and self-motivated teams. Minimal supervision, but available for guidance when needed. The advantage encourages independence and innovation, and disadvantage can lead to lack of direction and accountability. Transformation leadership focuses on inspiring and motivating employees to achieve goals, encourage innovation and personal development. Its advantage high employees engagement, while by disadvantage can lead to burnout if expenses are too high. Transactional is focusing on structure, rules, and reward for person. So it uses a system of reward and punishment to drive results. The advantage is clear expectation, effective and structured environment, while by disadvantage is limited creativity and can feel real. Last but not least, charismatic leadership. Leadership style where leaders use their charm, confidence, and strong communication, their skills to inspire and motivate others. So the advantage of this style of leadership is inspire and motivate people, encourage innovation, boost team morale, and disadvantage is the organization will be too dependent on that one leader. The example of this is, I like this example, Nelson Mandela, whose personal resilience during imprisonment resonated to people fighting for equality. Thank you. This is end of my presentation, and this is my reference.